Breast Cancer Journal, Day 5. How old do you feel? Like on the inside, how old do you really feel? I feel 25. Yes, this body is 63, soon to be 64 years old. But on the inside, I still feel quite young. And I'm not the generation of my mother and the generation before her, my grandparents, where once you turned 50, a woman's life was considered over. You cut your hair, you permed it, you wore elastic waist pants, you wore corette, and you wore house coats. That is not my generation. We wear yoga pants, we wear hogas, leggings, hotshot onesies, you name it, we do it, because I don't want to be constrained by the expectations of the past. I want to live the life that I feel comfortable in. I'm going to wear the clothes that I feel comfortable in, and I'm not going to let the expectations of others control me. But I was thinking about something earlier. Yesterday, as I was going to various doctor visits, I had to wait a long time. And as I was waiting, I had my phone to keep me company. And so I was going through Twitter and I was going through YouTube and all sorts of things. And I was just shocked by how snarky it was. I was shocked by how mean people were. I was shocked by those people who are criticizing Harry and Meghan. And then the other group is criticizing Will and Kat. Like, for God's sake, leave them alone. Let them live their own lives. Why do you care how they're living their lives? It's like this generation is missing something that we learned in our childhood, which is consequences. So I grew up watching Leave It to Beaver, My Three Sons, The Flying Nun, Petticoat Junction, The Brady Bunch. What was cool, Bewitched. And a common theme through many of those, especially Beaver, is that Beaver always got in trouble. But there was always a lesson about right and wrong. There was a lesson about consequences. And as Beaver learned his consequences, we learned the concept of consequences too. And their friend Eddie Haskell was the troublemaker in the sense that he always got them into trouble. And the lesson there really was not letting others manipulate you in a bad way, not letting others convince you to do things that you know is inherently wrong, and standing up for yourself. And there comes a time and a place where you have to ask those friends to go home. To go home. And I feel as we look at today's social networking environment, is this like the kids who are now teens and in their 20s and 25, they didn't get some of those lessons that we got so firmly. And that is, be kind. If you make a mistake, fix it. If you hurt somebody, apologize. And how you don't have to get, nor should you get, into other people's business. And it worries me because I feel like we have a generation now that are, and a couple of generations that are glued to their phones, and they're just watching snark over and over and over. They're watching cruelty over and over and over. They're watching fights over and over and over. They don't have that foundation, that bedrock of love and kindness and ethics. And I mean, I can remember like one of the biggest lessons you learn in childhood. My young neighbor Jeff got a BB gun from his dad, and he shot a bird accidentally. And he watched that bird die, and it caused angst for all of us. It was terrible. And he never shot anybody again because he saw that little bird suffer. But today, when people see suffering, they laugh at it. And I don't understand that. So, as I ponder my coming days of dealing with surgery, I'm going to try to make sure that what's coming in is not snark and is not hatred. I want what's coming in to be kind, comforting, encouraging, and inspiring. So I'm going to be a lot more selective about what I watch. At least I hope I am. So anyway, that's my thought for day number 5. Any thoughts out there? Am I right? Am I wrong? Let me know.